Business as Unusual is a thought-provoking podcast that explores the innovative strategies, disruptive ideas, and unconventional practices driving successful leaders and companies in the ever-evolving world of modern business. Subscribe, comment, and share for weekly inspiration with our host, Aisala.
All right, so I don't know if this happens to you. You wake up, you go outside, and it's bright and beautiful, and everything in you wants to run into the mountains or go swimming or call your friend and see if they can hang out and just soak in the beauty of the summer. It can, especially as an entrepreneur, especially as a solopreneur, especially someone who has a lot of freedom around their time, it can feel like work is competing with the opportunity to enjoy the outside world, to enjoy the summer vacation. And it puts work and summer on the same axis, fighting for the same hours. However, that pull to go outside and to enjoy the sun, to enjoy to enjoy nature, might actually be telling you which energy is available and which isn't. I just want to put that out there that you can plan for that. You can try and make your hours shorter in the summer. There are places in the world where you get a lot of vacation time, but if that's not you, right? Really think about the ways that you can understand what that is. So it could be that your creative and connection energy really needs some time and attention, and forcing yourself to sit behind a screen, checking things off a box, might be a high effort input for a low return task. You could grind for 2 or 3 hours and produce what you might have been able to do for an hour in October. Like I said in our last episode, I'm very seasonal. A lot of us are, and expecting your energy to be sort of the same across the year and expecting your draw to different things to be the same is a great way to set yourself up to be a little stressed out and overwhelmed. And so it's remembering to set yourself up for success and work to design your time in the summer so you don't have a debt in September in terms of your work, and maybe design your time so that in the spring you're setting yourself up to have a little bit lighter of a summer, or schedule yourself some of those big breaks. Like, I'm going camping this week and I'm really excited about that, and I've been really working to create space for that so that I can enjoy being outside, enjoy being in nature, enjoy being with my friends, and enjoy what summer brings without feeling that sense of. And so this week, when I have to do the work, do a little extra so I can go, I just keep reminding myself, next week I get to be sitting by a fire. So really think about also, like I said, if it is connection energy, think about ways that you can plan extra networking opportunities or socializing with contacts and new contacts and relationships that you really want to build, not behind a screen, in the real world, so that you can get outside, get out into the world, get those feelings of movement and connection. And think about that too. I think the other thing that I have found when I think about things from the perspective of energy is it gives you a chance to consider what you're doing from a place of a less black and white place. So instead of this is good or this is bad, it's what fits right now. And the other part of that is, what do I have to do? Because if you're one of those people this is too, you're probably not listening to me if you're one of those people who are there's one right way to do things. But if for some reason that creeps up in your head, as it often does for people, just recognize, I'm not saying that we shouldn't put our priorities first or show our responsibilities or do the things that we've said we're going to do. I think that's very important to deliver. I honestly think it's very important to keep your word to yourself first. So if I have said that I'm going to do this project or complete this task and I don't do it, I feel like that has implications for the trust that I have for myself and my own follow through. So I really do feel like strongly that that is an important habit and practice to have. That said, you can't get blood from a stone. If you are in a place where you have run yourself down, you're going to have to acknowledge reality, take a step back, and really understand what is realistic and what fills your cup. And there's something about, I lived in Tacoma, Washington in the Pacific Northwest for a while. And I think one of the things that you learn when you live there is to take advantage of good weather, because it is genuinely so rare. And so when you look outside and the sun is shining, you really say, like, is this that important? Can I do this after the sun goes down or whatever it is? And especially if you have kids, if I've got 2 nice hours, I'm going to go take them outside and shift things a little bit so that everybody wins. So that's what I'm going to leave you today. Just think about that, how you can account for that without judging yourself. And what would you stop forcing if you trusted that energy would come back and that you would keep your word to yourself? And if you want to take the energy snapshot, it's on my website, bicurean.com/energy snapshot, and get a sense of your energy, where you default to.
Thank you for tuning in to Business as Unusual. Remember, in this ever-evolving world of modern business, it's not about fitting in, it's about standing out. See you next time. Stay curious, stay innovative, and always keep it unusual.
I hope you enjoy the show. I love making it. If you did enjoy it, consider hopping over to the review portion of the platform you listen on and letting other people know about it. Or share the episode or the entire show with a friend or subscribe to the show. Definitely reach out, get on my newsletter, follow me on social media, and let me know what you like, what you don't like, and what you'd like to see in the future. Well, we love our guests. Appearance on the Business as Unusual podcast or any Bicurean consulting production is for information purposes only and is not to be considered an endorsement of their business practices, or character. Please properly vet anyone you find through this podcast and generally before you do any business with them. Thank you for listening.